When we're talking about public-private partnerships, it's ways in which governments can engage the private sector to build things, whether it's roads or highways or hospitals. But there are different ways in which the private sector can participate. So generally, businesses form a consortium, bid these projects, and depending on how they're structured, they'll do any of a combination of designing it, building it, arranging for some of the finance privately, maintaining it over the course of the next 30, 35 years, and in some cases operating it. So if you did all 5 of those, then it would be sort of a design, build, finance, maintain, and operate. And the private sector consortium has a responsibility for integrating all those functions in a way that they'll ensure that they're still competitive and in fact can deliver that project on time and on budget. But let's give an example of hospitals. For instance, in Canada, it is normally the case that clinical services are not provided by the private sector. So in projects like that, in hospitals here in the province, they would likely be structured so that it was including the design function, the build function, the financing, and maintaining elements of it, but not the operations. So that's why I say the way in which you structure the contractual arrangement can vary, but you want to make sure you are you want to ensure that the private sector is accepting risk. They're taking on risk because it's that skin in the game that's going to get you the focus on delivering on time and on budget. So you just want to make sure you structure the arrangement in a way that you're ensuring that you're going to get very best value for taxpayers to do it this way, and then making sure that you are sharing the risk with the private sector so that they're taking on the obligations in those areas where they're most likely to be cost overruns and delays. And using this P3 model, it's been very effective, in fact, for ensuring that projects do come in on time and on budget. Ontario is a great case in point. In their last 45 projects, 44 of them came in on or under budget. There's no better testimony for the value of that model than that example in Ontario, and it can surely be replicated here in Newfoundland and Labrador.